grief for you took you there. Are there spaces where men can go to?
A guy who wants to center himself again, there's really, I don't know of any.
For years, Mwaniki framed love, laughter, and happily ever afters, even as his own world collapsed.
The day I stop fighting back will be the day I actually die.
Losing his mother, a marriage breaking, sleeping in his car for 2 years.
Men are made to work. That's where we find our purpose. That's why you'll find a man without a job is probably very depressed. It doesn't matter whether you are single or married. Kama hauna job, mazee, hauna mwelekeo, hauna value. You don't have any value in the society as is right now.
Right. From living on the edge to living off-grid. What does living off-grid actually feel like?
It gives you peace. There's a peace that comes with nature. You just being away from all the noise and the chaos.
This is Mwaniki, the man who learned that sometimes you have to lose everything to find yourself. Are you proud of the man that you're becoming? Classmates, because of your support, we are getting bigger and better. Becoming CEO has partnered with Fair Deal Furniture, the official licensees of Ashley Furniture Home Store, the biggest manufacturers of furniture in the world, where the chairs are very, very plush and the tables are timeless, and the only thing more polished than the wood is the wisdom. Here we don't just sit and talk, we strategize and we build empires. Becoming CEO isn't just a title, it's a lifestyle, and every legacy deserves the right seat. Classmates, mko fiti? Amazing class for today. It's something that has been imekuwa popular of late, off-grid living. And yeah, wacha tuone, juu sisi wote tumechoka with this city living, tumechoka with the many buildings. We want fresh air, we want to live off-grid. And I just want to get a sense of what that is. And there's a gentleman who's been on our socials called the Curious Builder. So Leo, we're gonna get to know more about him, get to know what off-grid living is all about, and if you can turn that into a business as well, because we are here to make money at the end of the day. Sindio? Budo uko fiti?
Niko fiti?
Yes. Good to see you, man.
Good to see you too.
Yes. We've known you as Mwaniki Weddings, and now you pop on our feed as the Curious Builder. I guess there are many facets to you, but who is Mwaniki? Introduce yourself to someone who's never seen you, never heard about you. What have you been up to? What is this journey you're taking us on?
So, first things first, I'm a proud father to an 8-year-old daughter.
Okay.
And then I'm also a wedding photographer.
Okay.
Have been for maybe about, give or take, more than 10 years now.
Right.
And yeah, this new phase, the Curious Builder, is a thing I've been building for the past maybe 5 years or so.
Right.
Yeah, because I started building slowly from 2020.
Okay.
Just slowly building up to it. It just blew up this year.
Right.
But yeah, that's who I am in a nutshell.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think very many aspects of your life that we can learn about. Actually, I don't think have we had a photographer on this show? Yeah, so we are going to learn 2 different businesses. I'm excited. But let's start with off-grid living. First of all, it just looks amazing. I've been to your place. Man. Unafika huko, hautaki kurudi Nairobi. And, you know, I spent a couple of nights there. I was like, no, you have to come and tell us what this thing you've uncovered. But what drove you to off-grid living? Ulichoka tu na Nairobi?
Sipendi kelele.
Upendi kelele.
Sipendi kelele.
Yeah.
Na napenda amani.
Okay.
But one of the things that really drew me there was, there's a friend of mine, you also know him, Timothy.
Yeah.
He introduced me to camping.
Okay.
And I really just fell in love with it from the get-go. And when I decided to now build home now where I am as the Curious Builder.
Yeah.
My idea was, can I make camping forever? Can I camp forever?
Okay.
Yes, because I loved the aspect of getting away and just clearing my mind, just getting back to my center. And I did that a lot when I'd probably go out, so maybe camping in Naivasha. I used to do a lot of camping with friends in Naivasha.
Yes.
And each time I come from there, I'm like so refreshed. There's trees, there's fresh air. You get fish from the lake, mnieka kwa makaa. You guys go swim kule kwa nini, Olkaria. I'm like, that life really drew me into it, and I was like, I want to make this forever. And when I began with the home, the house, that was my intention. I wanted to live that life as my normal day-to-day life.
Right. For those of you, let me just paint the picture. He literally lives under the foothill?
The foot, yes.
Of the sleeping warrior.
Yeah,
like literally sleeping warrior hapo chini, hapo hivyo. And then where the space is at, when the safari rally is around, wanapitanga nje ya nyumba yake.
Nje ya nyumba. Tunakunyanga hiyo vumbi proper.
Bro, lakini
premium dust.
Premium dust.
Yes.
Dust is constant, my friend. But, but and he doesn't have to pay tickets. Yeah, man, that is so unfair.
Yeah.
That is so unfair. But that is how far off grid he lives. But you have an interesting story and a journey of how you found yourself there, because it was crazy. Nilikuwa nasikiza niko mtu yangu hiyo siku nikaa zikuwa zimeshuka, zikuwa zimedim. Yeah. How do you find yourself at the foot of the sleeping warrior?
That's a whole journey. It's a whole story.
Okay.
I'll start from 2015.
Okay.
After losing my mom,
right.
I needed something I could really pour myself into, because she was a very integral part of my life. And I needed something to pour myself into and just give. There was an abundance of love that I did not know where to take. Yes. So I started looking for something with features. I needed to buy land. And it wasn't just your regular land. Siko nataka kununua land Kamakis ama sijui wapi. No. It wasn't just to build a house, no.
Yeah.
It was somewhere I could pour myself into and just bring life to something that did not have life. So I did a lot of travel. I went to Kisumu, Nyahururu, Naivasha. Naivasha wezi nunua nini shamba kwa lake. It's expensive.
Very expensive.
Actually, you can't even find.
Yeah.
But I traveled far and wide to just find something meaningful, something I could actually connect with. And how I found this place was, I had actually given up finding a place to actually buy. Na nilikuwa nimesema, basi sasa hii don't tanunua tu gari ingine. I didn't want to waste the money that I had, and I really needed to find something meaningful to do with it. So on my way back from Nyahururu, I had gone to visit this lake called Lake Olbolosat. There's some really nice A-frame cabins just on the shore of Lake Olbolosat. It's, I think, the only lake in Central Province.
Okay.
So I had traveled all the way to try and look for land there, but there were no views. It's a sunken lake, and that to me was, no. I needed something I could wake up and see and get the stillness of either the water or just a major feature. So on my way back, I stopped at Gilgil, got lunch.
Right.
Then I started looking at Google Maps. After what can be done around here. So I saw Lake Elementaita and I was like, by there hapa kuna ka lake, Lake Elementaita. And I've never really been around there to actually see what it's about. So I was like, let me buy lunch. Then I head down to Lake Elementaita. So I did so, got my lunch, drove down to Lake Elementaita na jua pale iko zi. So nafuata tu map. Kingia kwa rough road, kale ka rough road mlingia. So you went down, got to where the lake is. I found there were hot springs. I found some guys there dipping their feet. Interesting. Finished my lunch. Then as on my way back to Nairobi, I saw that mountain, that the silhouette of that mountain. And I thought to myself, this looks interesting. Can I just go see at nichukue picha? So I drove. Raundi mwenda. Good thing. Drive a cheap car, you can go anywhere. So ndio mimi huyo kwa hizo mawe. I got close to the mountain. Then from afar I could see some guys beaconing. Like it's not even beaconing. I could see some guys doing something right at the foot where now my house is. And I saw 2 guys there and I got curious. So I parked my car quite far because there was no proper entry. So I made my way all the way to that foot, quite a distance. Then I asked them, so what's happening here? They told me they're selling land, they're beaconing for this particular company. And I asked for contacts, they gave me, I called, told me, actually, the property that you're on is one of the few remaining ones. That one and another one a few meters off where I am. Immediately, kekelea to deposit. Siko nimefanya hata due diligence. I'm like,
wewe na God na vibes.
Yes, hapa by the way, my life has just been vibes. Yeah, my guardian angel is just working. Amechoka. Right. So I put in a deposit immediately. But it wasn't a lot of money. Kaningechezwa ni sawa tu. But I wanted to be sure that I actually secured that place because behind me there was now the mountain itself. I mean the hill, mountain, whatever. And then in the distance is now the lake. You can see the lake, that entire line. And at night you see the reflection of the lights on the lake. It's just beautiful. And then
please make sure at some point in your life just go to what do you call it? The cabins.
Hata sina jina bado but hapo ndipo vibes zimetufikisha. Tunajenga tu but itaendelea, tutapata jina. We will have contacts and you can reach out to Mwaniki and book a stay there just for 1 night or 2 nights. You'll see what he's talking about. Sorry. Ni nini imeachilia? Ni mic yani? Mine. This. Amelalia. Nazima. Yeke tu chini hapo kando. So, I won't lie on it. Can I push it to this side? Am I to be seen? Uko chini sidhani 40 hata iona. But tu sawa. Sawa hapo 40. Cool. Translated. Yes. Right. We were at the views, so you see the views of the lake and the lights. Yes. And right next to me, to my left, is Soisambu Conservancy. So there's just an abundance of wildlife that just comes to graze right next to the house. So I was like, by this, I'm sold. Like, I'm sold. This is it. I'm not going to look any further. This is it. And that's how I got myself that property right at the foot of the Sleeping Warrior. You can follow the Curious Builder on Instagram and TikTok. And the advantage of him being a photographer and a videographer, he's documented the entire process from when he bought the land to where it is right now. And I'm just curious, when you bought the piece of land, because right now it's gone from being just your home, and you've developed cabins that people can come in and stay over. Is this something you had in mind at the beginning, or for you it was, I just want my home? Even so, with pretty much everything I do, it's just been God's grace. mi hufanya tu vitu. Then he makes sense of it much later on. So I bought the land. Did I know what I wanted to do with it? Nope. Did I know what sort of a house I wanted to build? Nope. So all these things just, it's a dream that's just been growing over time. It's just been building up to whatever it is right now. So for it to get there, I started with the little quarter acre that the house sits on. I had no intentions of ever building like cabins or even the restaurant that probably will be starting next year. But it's just grown pole pole. My neighbor says he wants to sell, I bought him out. My other neighbor says wants to sell, I buy them out. So it's a thing that's just been growing. God has just been opening doors slowly. There's a thing with me, I pray very audacious prayers. I'm like, I want to eventually like own that entire stretch. Yes. Do I have the money? No. Do I know where the money is coming from? No. No clue, but he's enabled me to get where I am right now with the little that I have and been diligent with. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's for me, just listening to your story, the fact that grief took you there. Grief took you to right under the foot of a hill. And so first of all, let me just clarify. I think mnashinda mkisikia kusema next year. So we're shooting this episode in December of 2025, but it's airing in 2026. So upon the confusion, but so the restaurant, by the time this episode is running, will be up and running.
Yes, God willing.
God willing.
Vibes.
Yeah, but he's building a whole restaurant along with cabins, and he's gonna speak on that more. But back to the grief point of view, and grief takes us to very many places, and especially for men, because we are not taught what to do with emotions. Yeah. The weekend before we shoot this episode, I was moderating a panel on men's wellness, and this was part of the main conversation. And so I was very excited about this conversation with Mwaniki. Grief for you took you there. Are there spaces where men can go to?
No. So there's no particular place that you can actually say men can go and unwind.
Right.
Okay, there are bars and whatever, like places guys go and drink and unwind, yes.
Yeah.
But for a guy who wants to center himself again, like be in touch with yourself, your thoughts, your purpose, there's really, I don't know of any. Probably there is, but I don't know of any. And that's why one of the objectives of my space is I want to make it's all inclusive for both men, women, families, and whatever.
Right.
But my main focus is I want to give men the opportunity to heal the same way that I healed. And this is not even from a point of grief, so maybe losing someone close to you. It's also losing, so maybe your family. We're in a particular, I'm in a particular age group where men are, is it a crisis? It's not a crisis really. It's where it's a transition where what they knew is not what they know right now.
Yes.
The reality of what they're experiencing right now and what they have been brought up knowing are totally different, what are they called? Ideologies.
Yeah.
So some are divorced, some have lost everything in bad investments and whatever. But this space is a place where I want men to come. There's no pressure. Come meet other men, like have something. There's a thing I want to start. It's like a forum called the Ngera. The Ngera, it's in Kikuyu, is a forum. It's a place where men used to go, and that was their space.
Yeah.
And that's where the man used to unwind.
Right.
So I want to create something similar to that, where men can just meet and know that they are not alone. You'll hear a story from someone else and you'll connect with it, and you'll talk to this guy and he tells you how he made it through. I'll tell you how I made it through.
Right.
Encourage you and just uplift you, because if I've done it, anyone else can. The odds were really stacked against me. I'm just from losing my mom, and then you've lost, say, maybe something that was supposed to be a marriage, and now you're co-parenting and you're not seeing your child every so often. It's chaotic for a man, and sometimes I get why some men choose the easier way out in terms of, say, maybe like suicide or alcohol or drugs. But I want to show them there's a positive way you can actually get yourself out of this. You can actually put your efforts into something, build yourself, and put that energy somewhere positive will actually come out of.
There's I don't know if it's a trend. I mean, probably it has always been there, but I'm seeing a lot of men, and this is coming from a discourse that was going on Twitter, where the men last year, and I'm seeing the journey of healing taking a lot of men to nature, farming, off-grid.
Yes.
So I'm just curious why that seems to be working. What is it about nature and farming and building that is healing men? Is it because of how we've processed life? As men, we need to be constructive, and so if I'm building somewhere, then I'm taking out my emotions and frustrations on that. And as you speak on that, maybe something you didn't mention but you've documented very well on your platform as well is prior to buying the land and building on it, there's a point in your life where you were homeless for 2 years, slept in your car for 2 years. First of all, that's crazy, because you didn't call me. I don't know if you called anyone from. So we went to high school with Mwaniki, so we've known each other for 25 years.
Dude, we are old. Don't even mention.
God. Hey, 25 years.
25 years.
So and that's the thing, as men, we'll meet, we'll talk online, but we never really talk.
We never really talk. We never really get deep.
So I saw your story just like everyone else on the socials. I'm like, wow, msesi uko kwa group tunarushiana jokes hapa. Pengine nilikuwa nakupiga banta ya hao na sasa wewe umelala kwa boot ya gari, bro.
Niko kwa tent fulani nimelalia kanini kama mattress kana kauli mianyoka.
So what took you there? What was going on? And then so I can see your journey and why you'd want to escape. And then now why men are tending to go in that direction.
So predominantly, I think men are made to provide and work. That's where we find our purpose. And I discovered that during this period. I didn't know that I would find my purpose and my center here with this build, with this journey, because the meaning is in the journey, not even in the destination. Actually, I'm more afraid of finishing the completion of this thing because then
what do I do?
What do I do next? Yes. But predominantly and innately, men are made to work. That's where we find our purpose. That's why you'll find a man without a job is probably very depressed. It doesn't matter whether you are single or married. Kama hauna job, mazee, hauna mwelekeo, hauna value. You don't have any value in the society as is right now.
Right.
So for a man to, and majority of the guys who are actually going into this off-grid thing and just going into farming and rearing of goats, or there's also this, what's this thing called? Rhino, like just driving into the wild,
mudding.
Yes. There's a thing with finding, it gives you peace. there's a peace that comes with nature. You just being away from all the noise and the chaos. Like, say maybe like today, I've come to Nairobi for this and a few other errands to do a few meetings, but I want to get away so fast from this chaos to go back to that silence.
Right.
There's a peace in silence. There's a peace in hearing your thoughts. And the reason why men are quiet is because they process their thoughts and their feelings in silence. They don't do that in chaos. That's why you'll find someone just say they just want peace. Where do we find that peace? We can't find that peace in this chaos.
Right.
You have to get away. You have to get away. You have to uproot yourself from that environment and actually just take yourself somewhere you'll find that peace. You'll probably meet a guy with just a chair and next to a river and a drink.
Yeah.
That was my life for those 2 years that you know about me being homeless. It was me. My food probably, it was either nyama choma and a Tusker cider and a fire.
Wow.
Yes, and a seat.
Do you know, I just said wow, because I think that is every man's dream.
I know.
Like, I'm looking at the men, they're all nodding. They're like, yeah, I get it. Yeah.
Ironically, like that was when I was homeless for those 2 years, 34, 35, I think 36. Imagine you're homeless. That duration.
In
I mean,
the 30s,
when you probably should be at your prime, where society expects you
to be at your prime.
You figured yourself out.
Yeah.
And that's when you're homeless. It was depressing for the first few months before I got used to it. Then I decided, you know what? I will make the most out of this. And that period, those 2 years, were the best of my life. Like, I have the best memories during that time. I was not confined. I was free. I'd probably do service here 10,000 kilometers in a month because nitamaliza shughuli hapa Nairobi na I'm thinking sijisikii kukaa Nairobi, so twende wapi? I'll find a place to sleep on the road. So sometimes I'll stop over at a petrol station, drop down my, what's it called? My back seats, inflate my two mattresses, and I'm done. I sleep, wake up the next morning, finish my journey to wherever it is that I was going, and it was so liberating. So there's a thing with nature and men and just being out there, connecting with that nature that gives them peace. I'm speaking for men. Probably works also for women, but on my part, that gave me back so much peace.
There's a man out there right now watching this in the same space that you're in, grieving, lost, at rock bottom or almost hitting rock bottom and thinking life is over. What do you say to that man now that you've been there and you've come out of it?
There's a thing I've learned, and just also through building this place, there's a thing where in landscaping, where you prune back a plant,
right,
so that the stem becomes stronger and it gets more
healthy,
volume in terms of is it leaves and flowers? So that period, in retrospect, that was God pruning me back. He took away everything I knew. You know, I was a photographer. I now have a family. I have a daughter. I have a partner. I'm living on my own. Life was good. Yes. Then one day, just he came stucky. Yeah. Everything is flipped. Yes. Yeah. But that pruning back gave me back, like, the point at which I'm at, I would not be here if God did not prune me back. Like, cut me down to the bare stem. I would not be stronger. I would not have the thick stem that I have, like stem in terms of like rigidity. I would not have the volume I would not have grown in terms of the volume that I have right now. I would not be blooming. Like right now, if you saw me during that time, I was darker, my face was acne, stress is bad.
Yeah, for sure.
But now I'm told I look younger. Yes, I don't look my age. And that's just God pruning you back so that you bloom. There's also another analogy where if you don't allow God to work on you during this period, there's the rubber band theory where ukifight his story, you won't go far. Like say maybe you've run into an economic crisis or problems, and then you go and get a loan. It will only get you so far. But if you allow God to teach you whatever it is that he's teaching you, he's pulling back that rubber band, taking you back, pulling you back. Utaona wase wakikupita, guys will make progress and whatever, as you're seeing yourself regress. However, that regression is not, that being pulled back is not regression. You're just gaining momentum to be slingshot past all these guys who've just gone past you. So I allow myself to go through challenges. I allow myself to go through tribulations. And it's only through that you get stronger and wiser. Because right now, I can actually tell other men that, you've lost everything. Good. Yes. Now, the kind of man that you're going to be in a few years will be dramatically different, tremendously different from who you are. Because who I was then, I knew very little. I was not as wise as I am right now.
Right.
Yes.
I hope mnasikiza, man. Thanks for that. Okay, let's go back to that. Tumeingia kwa emotions, sasa turudi to the business side.
Yes.
The off-grid living. It looks beautiful. From aesthetics, Instagram aesthetics, and from paper and on paper. And I think everyone just says, oh yeah, I'd love to live off-grid.
It's my dream life.
Yeah. But what is living off-grid like? Bro, you cut away from amenities, internet, stima, maji, roads. So what happens if you fall sick in the middle of the night?
You die like a man.
Yeah, but what does living off-grid actually feel like? What does it look like?
Living off-grid is not simple. The fact that it's called living off-grid, people I think ni kama kuishi ushago. It's not like living up country.
Yeah. Umekasirisha mtu. No, ni sound.
Living off-grid is not like living up country. It's off-grid. You are off the literal grid of services. So you do not have regular power. You do not have regular water, like regular water services. You're not connected to your regular internet. Security, roads. It takes a lot of grit to be able to live off-grid. I've had to invest into off-grid power, solar power. So now that's where you're dependent on what nature gives you. Rain, we collect rainwater, and that's what we purify, that's what we use for the services around the house. What else? It's not a simple life as people think it is. It takes a lot of investment and a lot of grit for it to actually be sustainable and workable. But what do you think is driving this trend globally? Because it's not just here, it's a thing. First of all, the cost of living in the city.
For sure.
The cost of living back there. I mean, you guys came, you were seeing the food portions we were serving you guys. Yes. Like, life there is manageable. It's simple. It's cheap. But the thing that's driving this movement is people are getting to the point where they need less. some people.
Right.
Some people.
Right.
You need to disconnect yourself from the consumerism and the capitalism that's just driving people to just want more. There's a thing I learned a few years ago. The wealthiest person is the one who needs the least. That's a thing I've learned with also just living here. In the sense that I had to shed off a lot of things.
Yes.
You get to realize.
So minimalism.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't need much. You just get what you require. But even you visiting there, did you see like I lacked anything?
No.
You just realize that with time, living here where you're surrounded with all this consumerism, you collect a lot of things.
That is true.
And it's not things that you need, it's things that you want. You never ask yourself, who am I buying this for? Who am I getting this for? Is it for me or is it for other people to see? Is it for the optics? So living, off-grid living, I think the guys in the movement right now, you'll see the off-grid living forces you to, it's not downgrade, but shed off a lot of things.
Yeah.
Like you just need one couch. I don't need 52 like a 7-seater or whatever. No. You probably don't even need a table, or you don't need a dining area.
Right.
Yeah. It's functional.
Right.
Yeah. So the motivation behind off-grid living is just guys who've decided they won't be swayed, or they won't be drawn into this whole thing of consumerism, buying more. Off-grid living forces you to just need less. Yes, just what matters.
Right.
Yeah.
What happens to community? Because I feel like no man is an island, and all of us packing up and just going to live by ourselves. What happens to the community bit?
So, I'm a very weird guy. I find I enjoy my solitude. I cannot, like, this interaction already is enough for me.
You're done for the day.
I am done for the week.
You have peopled enough.
I have peopled enough. So I need to go back and recluse. Yeah.
Right.
Community. Community, I have learned I cannot be an island. Yes, true. However, you also need your own space. I do have community around me. Right. However, that community is very far away. So I live around people who also want their own space. So we're scattered,
right,
yes, but we know each other. And also, I still have friends who come over. I still have friends who I talk to every so often. So by living off-grid does not mean I have cut myself off of communicating with everyone. Or there's still community, only that it's not your regular kind of community, like what you'll have here in Nairobi. Ironically, in Nairobi, when I had my apartment in Nairobi, I didn't know my next door neighbor or the guy on top of me, the guy who lived on top.
It is not that kind of show, bro.
The guy who lived above me.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. You get to realize that you're in an apartment complex and you don't know the people who are just a wall away.
That is not a lie, but it is so true. Yes. I don't know my neighbors.
Yes.
It is a fact, yeah.
However, here, I am intentional about getting to know my neighbors, and my neighbors are not a wall away. My neighbors are like 4 kilometers away or 7. Yeah. And we'll communicate either on phone or we invite each other for dinner. So they'll invite me for dinner at their place, get a whole experience of their space, and then I invite them to my place. So it's very intentional. It's now the kind of community I'm experiencing here, where now I'm living, is very intentional. These are people who are like-minded. It's not like here in Nairobi where you'll find someone, your neighbor is totally is a crypto trader or some scammer. No. Here it's people who are like-minded. And you'll have things to talk about. Right. You have the same tastes.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, man. What does it look now from a business perspective? Because you've gone from just living by yourself, and now you're building this whole, let me call it a getaway resort.
No, resort sounds
resort is big,
like a Kananyuki place. No.
Yeah. It's a getaway healing thing.
Thingy.
Yeah.
I'm yet to also figure it out.
But it's very boutique and very niche.
Yes.
And even the meals that you prepare are very unique and very niche,
Yeah.
even at the restaurant.
Yeah.
So that's amazing. So you've gone from just living by yourself and now thinking of it as a business. And I'm just curious, is it a viable business? Is it something that people can think about? What does this type of business look like in scale? I know you're just starting out. Reason I ask is because I meet so many people I work with, even right here. Na namseta kusho ana hustle ana struggle Nairobi, but Ocha akona 3 acres, akona 7 acres pahali zimelala tu. The fact that we don't see the value. Yeah.
There's a thing with, I'm a risk taker. It could either tremendously succeed or tremendously fail.
Yeah.
I'm here for the experience. Worst case scenario, I have a home with a restaurant where I can be cooking outside and I have 5 cabins there that I don't know what to do. But the business angle of it is hapa nacheza long game. It's, I want to create a product that people will value over time. The reason why I probably also just post experiential videos instead of telling you come and book accommodation here. No. I want you to emotionally connect with this space like it has with me.
Right.
The business angle is I want to create a place where people can, it's a wellness, a wellness retreat. Yeah. Ukuji hapa sherehe sijui nini. No. You come to experience good food, good ambience, a peaceful vibe around. Even the animals, they don't want noise. Yeah. So why are you bringing noise?
Yeah.
But it's just a place where you can come and get yourself back. So it's not the business angle. I'm not so sure about. Itakam. We've done a survey where we have a wait list. We've done an experiment where we put out a wait list. We have over 100 subscribers on it already. Like people who want to book in advance to come to the place.
Right.
How did we do that? We just emotionally connected them to this place just by the imagery, the stories I'll probably give, and sharing my experience. So in terms of, if I can advise someone to actually get into this as a business, I'd probably say think about it first, because it will take a lot from you. This is purpose. This is, I'm okay with it failing. I'm okay with it succeeding. Are you okay with it failing or succeeding? For me, I'm not doing it for the accolades. I'm doing it for my own fulfillment. Yes.
Right.
Yes. So whether it succeeds, whether it fails, I'm here for both.
Right.
Would I recommend, if you have the money,
go for it.
Go for it.
Right.
However, if you don't, go for it still. You never know. Yeah, I started without a coin.
Yeah.
So here I am.
And we've started this conversation from where you are at currently in life. So I want to go a little bit back further on. And the world knows you more for photography. This whole off-grid living is something new. So Mwaniki, the wedding photographer, and you freeze moments that outlive time. I think that is in your bio somewhere. Somewhere. So what drew you to wedding photography specifically? Because I mean, photography is as wide as it comes, but you majored and niched on wedding photography. I own a production company. I have been requested severally, and I have shot maybe 1 or 2 weddings. I run away from weddings. I stay away from weddings. They're too personal. There's too much emotions there. But it's the one thing you chose to
and focus on.
Yeah.
I'm a very simple person. I don't like variety. I actually get confused when I go to a restaurant and man, the menu has pages.
Right.
I just ask the waiter, "Ebu, what would you recommend?"
Yeah.
That's me. With wedding, the reason why I zeroed down on wedding photography was I needed something I could focus on. I don't thrive in chaos. I thrive in focus. Same thing with also the off-grid living and blah, 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 that side.
Yeah.
So for me, at the point where I was getting into wedding photography, it was still very new. We were transitioning from the Uhuru Park photographers, wale wa mazishi wa kuingia nyuma ya pickup, to now digital photography, now what we have right now.
Yeah.
So in a sense, we did pave the way to what the current market is experiencing right now. Back then there was Muto Mateka, Joe McKinney, Benki Ruthi. There were Osborne Masharia, like there were big names already in that industry. And me getting into it was quite an uphill battle because I did not have the money to actually even buy a digital camera. And there were already established names who I needed to work harder than to get recognized. Where I figured out this is what I want to do was I'd see wedding images, I'd see couple images, and I'd think I think I'd do something better with the inspiration of the guys who came before me. However, there are people who'd come and they're like, unaweza tupiga picha za nini za harusi or something, and I'm like, by the way, I'm those Kikuyu people who I will learn on the job. Yes. Can you fly a plane? Yes. I'll figure it out on the way. So reading the manual.
How to fly a plane.
So I actually taught myself wedding photography, not through YouTube, because back then, mazee, hakuko na YouTube.
Right.
So it was through PDFs. You download a PDF, you learn, going through pages, learning how to calibrate your camera and whatever. But for me, wedding photography was a good challenge. It gives you an experience like no other. You are a food photographer. You are family photographer. You are fashion. You are family. Did I say family? Yes, I've already said family. You are an architectural photographer. Basically, it just combines a whole lot of genres in photography into one. So for me, I get bored when I get bored with routine. So wedding photography took away that monotony. Like I'll go into a scenario where I don't even know what will happen today. It might rain, it might shine, it might be gloomy. Things may go wrong, a cake may fall. So it's dynamic. The reason why I chose wedding photography is because it's a dynamic field, and it was challenging then. Right now, I'm used to the chaos, so I just wake up and show up and shoot. And I've accepted that I'm good at what I do.
Love it, man. I mean, weddings is a big business. I remember seeing a figure, but this was several years ago. Weddings in Kenya cost or contribute to about, was it 500 B? It was some crazy figure. This was a while back. But I know weddings in general are just a big business, and especially globally, even globally. So how does Kenyan weddings compare to international standards in terms of, from a photographer's point of view, whether it's the creativity, whether it's the budgets, whether it's I don't know what else.
We are catching up, and we're catching up really fast. I've seen recently the companies that are really investing heavily in world-class decor, world-class equipment, sound, lighting, funny chandeliers and whatever, huge tents and stuff.
Yeah.
So we're catching up, and really fast. It had gotten to a place where it had stagnated for a while, just a little bit, but it was a transition period where people now were getting introduced to what the Western style of doing weddings is and what we're doing here. Because there's the white way of doing, the Western way of doing weddings. It's not culturally influenced like Kenya. Yeah. In Kenya, we have koitos, we have ngurarios or whatever, like those traditional events. There they have one thing, the white wedding.
Yeah.
Here we're incorporating the white wedding, but we still have the traditional weddings. So right now, the reason why I'm saying it's catching up is because right now you can't even know the difference between a traditional wedding and a white wedding.
That is
They're all grand. You know, the way a few years ago, a traditional wedding was those two crusade drapery or a very cheap tent, and you guys in kitenges. No. Nowadays, guys are going
all out. Right.
Bringing artists in from sijui where to just perform for your guests. There's world-class cuisine. Yeah. So we're catching up. We're catching up. In terms of cost, you can't compare. There's the global cost and what we have here. It's still, you can't compare the economy here and what we have in the US. That's an established market. What we have here is a developing market. So slowly by slowly, we'll get there. We'll get there, and the quality will continue growing. Yeah, so we're well on our way. I'm happy to have been part of that group that pioneered this industry and in its growth also, and also influencing the direction in which it's going. Right. But we're still a way off, but we're catching up really fast. There are people who are pushing this industry really forward.
I mean, you know, photography right now is very accessible to everyone. Like the equipment, the camera, the skill. Just need to go on YouTube and learn the skill. And even if I'm not good at it, so many AI editing softwares that can make my image perfect. And so I want to go into the business model. Like, how do you structure your business? The entire model, like how do you, for example, set the price? How do you identify your clients? How do you market yourself to the clients? And then how do you keep the revenue coming in? Because weddings are one-offs. I mean...
Yeah, there's no repeat business. Well, I've had repeat business, but yes.
You've had repeat? Where? So
divorce, then remarried.
Divorce, remarried. I know. It happens. Yes. All the best to them. So just for someone starting out as a photographer, how do you structure your business? Of course, this world is changing so fast.
Very fast.
So how do I structure myself for the next?
So maybe you're looking at 5 years right now. Back then you'd probably project say maybe like 10 years. When I was beginning, we didn't have this fast-paced growth that we have right now. The bar for entry into photography then was really high because the prices of cameras was also very prohibitive. So getting into the market, you'd have to really fight your way. Number one, buying equipment. Lenses were expensive, bodies were expensive. Then again, there's the learning curve. Nowadays, there's learning how to shoot. Learning how to use this equipment to shoot. And we didn't have YouTube or whatever AI like at you'll ask ChatGPT, so I want to shoot CG, what settings do I have? Or what settings can I put in? Right now, the bar of entry has really lowered. And how you know that is on any given Sunday, step out and you'll see photographers on your streets.
Yes. Yes.
Sahi photography imerudi pale ilikuwa. Where it was, it's like hawking. Yeah. And it's because the bar of entry has really come down.
Yeah.
The equipment is readily available. It's affordable. Actually, it's not even affordable. There are people now who are actually renting out equipment.
Yeah.
So for a very minimal fee per day, you can go out there and shoot something and come back, make your money, go back. But right now, if you were to structure your business, I'd actually tell guys, you'd need to work harder. You'd need to work really hard to be relevant and to be visible in all the chaos that this photography industry and videography industry has become. Because every day there's someone else who bought a camera or hired a camera and has covered a birthday shoot, and now all of a sudden they are now a photographer, amefungua page, which I have no qualms against. I have nothing against people who do that, but there's nothing to standardize the quality. So right now you'll find a photographer pretty much anywhere. But now what makes the difference is what sets me apart from everyone else is I began early. I made sure my strategy is pretty simple. I don't need to be the best. I'm not even striving to be the best. I don't even want to be the best or like at the top. Yeah. I just want to be relevant enough that if at all there's a wedding conversation happening somewhere, Mwaniki will be mentioned. As long as I'm part of that conversation, I have made it. I have done my work, such that as long as all these other people are mentioned and my name is somewhere there, these clients will be curious enough to look into who this person is.
Right.
But that takes years to actually develop. That takes a lot of work because we learned the hard way. We didn't have AI softwares. We had to learn how to edit ourselves. Right now, any random photographer will shoot and then just go plug into some AI software and the work looks world class. A photographer coming in, just buy whatever equipment that you can, which is the latest, because next year there will be an upgrade, which will more or less just make whatever it is that you have now obsolete.
Then they will update the firmware and the hardware.
Yes. Use AI, because if you don't use AI, another photographer will use AI or videographer will use AI. I personally use AI to do pretty much my editing, coloring, whatever. So it's bought me back a lot of time. However, now I have to fight against the ballooning a number of people who have come into the industry. However, that doesn't really scare me, because as long as I still maintain my place in every conversation that happens about wedding photography, I'm good. However, I don't plan to be in this industry for so long. I'm also growing old. I can't keep up with the young people.
Magoti inaleta shida. Huwezi get angle zingine.
Yes. You can't kneel, you can't squat. So
all right. I think because we're relatively in the same industry, cameras and all. The one thing I'm also telling just young photographers who are coming up, be more artistic. I think with AI, what we will find is an over, I don't know, subscription or all photos and images looking almost
all the same. Yes, very generic.
And so the only way to stand out is focus more on artistry. I am actually, at some point I was scared with the whole influx of AI into the industry, but now I'm actually starting to love it, because the world is churning out so much content, whether it's music, films, content, photography, images. And now people are starting to crave like real authentic artistic.
Authenticity.
Yeah.
Yes.
So even the artists that are doing well now is an artist that I know will give me proper music. Like if I'll go to a Beyond concert and I don't mind how much I will pay, because there's artistry. There's a way he
the
play with the band.
The human aspect of it. Yes.
But there's an artist who's making it big right now, and that's because they can generate beats using AI. Tell AI, give me beats that will create a big hit, and then after that use algorithms to push the music, and so you're famous all of a sudden. But the artistic side, so focus on the artistic side, and then learn to build a community. Once you build your community, then it becomes easier to monetize everything.
So AI can't do that, so only a human can.
Right. So okay. Kasao. All right, thanks. I was gonna ask you about your thoughts around artistry versus entrepreneurship. I think I kind of just summarized a bit of it, but
so I think there's a thing I think we also spoke about. Artists dwelling so much on their artistry and forgetting that they still have to eat. The worst thing you can do is become a struggling artist. You have the numbers on Instagram or social media, and man, uko nje unahangaika. And it's just because you did not pivot your art into entrepreneurship or business, something that can actually make you money. The thing with the creative economy is it will appreciate you for a period of time, and then once something new comes in, spits you out. You need to understand, as an artist, you kind of do have an expiry date on you. You just need to be wise enough to extend that expiry date as long as you can. Yes. And that happens by reinventing yourself, moving with the times. Say new equipment comes in, update that equipment. New softwares come in, use whatever advancements are already in the industry then to push your art further. However, you also need to strike a balance, because there's all this new equipment does not mean, or this new stuff coming out does not mean that you spend on it. Prioritize also doing something different, like get the money from, say, maybe your music or your pottery or whatever has gotten you famous or whatever is making you money in that creative economy, and put it into something that can generate income that's been tried and tested. That's things like start another business, real estate, or something that's been tried and tested for ages, such that people always need it. Because with the creative economy and just being in this space, you're one mistake away from being cancelled.
That is true.
Yes. So you run the risk of just messing up once, and your capacity to make money has been curtailed.
That is true.
Yes.
That is
so my advice is, in as much as probably you're the biggest singer, you're the biggest artist, you're the biggest photographer, you're the biggest videographer, what other artistries there, whatever genre that you're in or category that you're in. If you're the biggest at that time, there's this analogy I tell guys. Artists are like stars. So you decide how fast and bright you burn, or how slow and consistent you burn. So the ones that burn bright and fast, shambio.
That is true.
You move out of the sky very fast. However, the trick is in extending this period where you can actually make money diligently and silently with your artistry. And then with whatever it is that you make, diversify, find things. You'll lose money, yes.
Yeah.
Not everything that you diversify into will make money. I've lost money. I've tried things and that money has gone. Yeah.
Right.
However, you need to develop an appetite for risk. Yeah. Because if you don't, you'll end up finding yourself a few years later, you're not relevant. The amount of money that you used to make before then has reduced. Now you'll take up pretty much anything that comes your way.
Right.
Yeah, and you're back to where you feared to become, that struggling artist.
Yeah. Investing in other businesses as a creative is not so hard, because every single business needs to tell their story, and that is what you're good at as a creative, whether you're a photographer, musician, artist, dancer. You can tell the story of other businesses, and so it becomes easier for you to invest in other businesses. I love that. Just as we wind up, tunaweza piga story for 5 hours hapa hivi. I met your mom a couple of times. Amazing mom, amazing lady. She was just a lot of fun.
Very bubbly, warm. Yeah.
What do you think she will say about the man that you are today, the man that you're rebuilding your life? If she was back here and she had a say.
Yeah. There's a thing she told me back then, and I had told her, I have a restlessness. I just never quit. Like, those guys who will, unanichapa, yes, niko chini, but I'll still fight back. Yes. She told me, the day I stop trying this, the day I stop fighting back will be the day I actually die. I almost got there, where I did not fight back or like have the zeal to fight back, and I could not see myself making it another month beyond that.
Right.
What she would say, number one, that house is hers. I go build another one. She had the audacity. Yes, she did. Yes, this is now my house. Go build another one, just like this one, but this one, this one is mine.
Right.
But I'm pretty sure she would be proud, because considering where we've come from, being raised in Kawangware, living in a one-room mabati house, debating whether these 10 shillings will either buy githeri in the evening, or do we have it for breakfast, surviving on a meal a day, walking to town, my mom selling vegetables in the market. Najua mlikuwa mnaniita babi wa soko, lakini yes, my mom used to sell stuff. She would be, I'm pretty sure she'd be proud.
Yeah.
She would be proud. And every day, I can't do wrong without remembering that woman. Like, I still fear her, even in her grave. Yes. There's a thing she told me. Mwaniki, usidhani ati umekuwa mkubwa sana, bado naweza kuchapa. Yes, those things still. Yes.
And those all our parents.
Yes. Yeah. So even 10 years later, that I still run by those words. Najua atanichapa nikifanya ufala. So I cannot do wrong by her.
Right.
Yes, and everything I do, I hope wherever she is, it makes her proud. I know sometimes I've failed her once, up and pale, but it's life. Yeah, you can't be perfect.
That is true.
Yes. However, I try my best to make her proud. Yes. Humanly possible.
Right.
Yes.
And I know for a fact she will be. And you, are you proud of the man that you're becoming?
It's a journey.
Yeah.
It's a journey. But right now, yes. A few years ago, no. I have learnt a lot through this building journey, through these transitions that I've had in the last, it's 5 years. 5 years. a lot has happened in those 5 years, relationship-wise, financially, family-wise, even my relationship, even with God, because it's been a struggle. Yeah. Where I am right now, I am proud of the man that I am. I am proud that I have a loving daughter who's well behaved, who's an amazing human being. I am proud that she's proud of me, and whatever I've gotten to achieve and build, I'm proud that I can actually say I am a better person than I was 5 years ago.
Awesome.
Yes, I am calmer.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think that is all we ever need in this life. At every stage, like, you're proud of the work that you're putting in on yourself, and love it. Just to wrap it up, mantra. Do you have a mantra? What's that line you keep telling yourself every day that keeps you going?
Do I have a mantra?
Hapa ni vibes na inshallah.
Let me just be very very candid. I am very reckless, but God. Yes.
Kama si God, manze.
If it's not for God, oh my God, I don't know what I would be or where I would be, but where I am, what I've achieved, what I'm going to achieve, whatever things will come out after this, it's all been God. He sustained me, He's built me, yes. So I don't have a mantra. I actually don't even have projected goals at 5 years from now. No, I don't. Yeah. I wake up every day and I tell God, you chose I be here. Cheza kama wewe.
Nice. All right, man. Thank you so much for your time, bro, and driving all the way from Sleeping Warrior to this Nairobi that we're inakuchokesha with our traffic and our noise and our corruption.
Yeah.
As we wrap up, there's a segment that we always do where you walk over to your we have a CEO's corner, CEO's desk over there, and then we have questions on a bowl over there. 3 questions.
Oh my God.
Yes, very random.
Yes.
Just kuna 3 different colors. Now, for my fellow men, I hope you get it right. One color is yellow. The other one is luminous green. The other one is pink. I hope sija kutupanisha. But
luminous green na yellow. See, that's the same color.
You know, I keep telling people,
one spectrum.
Yeah, you know, it's just, we need to get different colors. But and pick one color, 3 questions, and then you answer the questions directly to the camera. Okay. Mzito. Karibia.
Asante.
Najua uko hivyo kwa bush umeweza kukaa juu ya mawe, mtu yangu.
Tuheshimiane.
I shouldn't say it's leather for you. Tanzania siju catch. How is the seat? Feeling like a CEO?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, recliner. Love it.
Really
you
nice.
See yourself getting yourself a desk.
Yeah, I think
now that you're transitioning into a business owner.
Yeah.
Off grid. So the other question, that is your camera. Bro, have fun.
So one of each color.
Yes.
So, what is a habit that you are proud of building this year? Oh, this is nice. A habit I'm proud of building this year is I now intentionally take breaks. I take breaks and I remind myself, sio lazima ati work hard sana. Take a break once in a while. So in my taking breaks, I always take a walk. I'll probably edit, say maybe for like an hour or 2, and then I take a walk for say maybe 30 or so minutes. And then I come back. What that does, it resets me completely. It's also helped me also shed a few kilos in terms of weight. I'm healthier, I'm happier. Yeah. Question 2. What is a dream that you are still chasing? A dream I'm still chasing is, and I'm currently chasing, is building a restaurant that will give an entirely different concept in terms of dining and cuisine. That I can only reveal when the restaurant is open, back at the cabin. So, but that's a thing I've been chasing pretty much for majority of my adult life, and right now I'm actually getting to manifest it and just bring it to completion. So one more. What is the one piece in your office that instantly boosts your mood? My speaker. Oh my God, I love music. I have speakers everywhere. I have an iPod speaker, which now tells you how old I am. And then I have a Harman Kardon speaker, and then I have AirPods. So basically, I love those things always live around here, my desk. So I love music, I love sound. So in as much as I'll probably get my laptops maybe from wherever, I have to carry my music with me in whatever form. Yeah.
Right. Thank you so much.
I thought they were intrusive.
Yeah. No. So we have a gentleman from Ngoja tu hapo bro, usiende.
Oh.
Just to appreciate you for coming through. Thank you.
This is a small gift card.
Oh, thank you so
10%
much.
off on your next purchase.
Yes.
And this is
And a mug.
your coffee.
Thank you so much.
So,
Yes.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
All right.
Yeah.
Awesome.